I gotta tell you, I am so happy to be back in Ireland right now. The weather is outrageously beautiful. But enough about Ireland. I found myself having the same conversation over and over again over the course of this last 2 weeks while I was in the United States at a conference. And I was sitting speaking to people about the fact that they were interested in writing a book for their business. And whenever I'm at a table or at a lunch or at a dinner and chatting with people, and I hear somebody wants to write a book for their business, I tend to ask the same kinds of questions. It's because I've been in this for a while, and these are pretty important questions to ask before I start working with anybody. And the questions really are gauged to understanding where that person is in their business, whether now is the right time to invest not only money working with somebody like me, but the time and the energy required to write a book. And there's the right time and there's the wrong time to be writing a book for the business. And this could be a 4-hour long video, but I really wanted to share the questions that I ask, so you could be asking yourself this question if you've been flirting with this idea yourself. And these are really foundational questions, where you are in your business cycle. First and foremost is, who is your target market? Who do you serve? If I'm talking to someone and they say, I can help everyone, or this book is for everyone, that's the first warning sign that they haven't really narrowed down who they're actually serving. The next layer would be, I help women in transition, or I help small business owners. It's actually still not narrow enough. I was working with one of my authors, Stephen Littlefield. He had it nailed down perfectly. He says, I help 28-year-olds who are looking to buy their first home. And I love that because the target audience is immediately identified. And all of your stories and all of your examples are, we are going to put it through that filter. Is this something a 28-year-old would understand? Are you using references that they wouldn't get? Are you able to tease out the lesson that makes it relevant to that target market? So first and foremost, how clear are you on the people you serve in your business? If you're not very clear, I could teach a whole course on how to get clear on that kind of foundational question. The second question is, what is the big result people get when they work from you? Or I should say, when they work with you? Do you help them lose 20 pounds? When they work with you, do they get a clear business plan so they can make an additional $500,000 in their business? What big result, what specific result do they get by working with you? Because if we don't have that big result, if you don't know very clearly, and whether or not you can enunciate very clearly what your potential clients get when they work with you, we have no real end point in which to shoot for. We don't know what stories to tell. We don't know what lessons to make. We really want to have a target at the end. We really want to have some representation of that big result, because it's great to inspire people with our personal stories, but we want the inspiration to lead them to that big result that we give them when they work with us. Okay, third question, and it's a little more nuanced. What are the associated benefits people get with that big result? So maybe the big result is you teach people how to have a really tidy home. Well, what are the associated benefits of that big result? It's great to have a tidy home, but what else do they get? For instance, so associated benefits, financial, emotional, physical, spiritual benefits that go along with that big result. A tidy house, financial benefit, they stop buying crap because they're only going to throw it away, and they've learned that. Spiritual, they get rid of relationships that no longer serve because they've gotten used to examining things for their usefulness. Physical, they look fantastic because they only wear the clothes that suit them. All the rest they've gotten rid of. And emotional is they've got this peaceful, calm demeanor because they're not surrounded by junk all the time. So your ability to express or to dramatize those associated benefits, that's the kind of stuff that makes for a powerful book. Okay, so in short, so I don't natter on for hours on end, before you invest the time and the money and the energy in writing a book, we really need to be clear on that, because if there's no clarity in this department, you're going to be all over the place. You're not going to know what you're aiming for, and it simply might not be the right time to be focusing on that kind of thing in your business. You probably need to be focusing elsewhere in order to really build up your client base and, bring in enough income. Anyway, I hope you take some time this week to sit down at your desk and write, and we'll talk to you soon.